boy on the analysis piece. So here's what you would look for. If you're trying to unpack statistically any round of golf, you would pick up the round and move beneath the scorecard view.
Yep.
You know what the scorecard's going to show.
Yep.
So this right here. And then from there, you can peel many layers of the onion back within a round. But importantly, when we're looking at development, we're looking at development over time. Anything that's listed in green is positive, and anything that's listed in red is negative. And so when you look at red, you're looking at
there's a lot of red.
But here's what you're not looking at. What this is saying is relative to the average, not where it's trending. So take a look at this trend. From a strokes gain standpoint, approaching the green, your average is negative 3.3. But if we click on that icon right there, it brings up a trend graph. And that orange line tells a massively positive trend story. So you're trending to 0.
So I'm still bad, but I'm not nearly as bad as I was.
No, that's not a true statement.
Oh, that's not.
You're not bad. You're trending to average in terms of being a touring professional. 0 strokes gained is the average touring professional. Whereas over here back in July, you were losing 8 strokes approach play relative to a touring professional.
That's where I would have like 100 yards in and I'd make bogey, which is terrible.
So an 8 strokes gained improvement since middle of July is unfathomable, quite frankly.
We will take it.
And if we look at the other, let's say, skill components of driving, we're telling the story of a negative trend in strokes gained driving, which is what you just described.
Which I described, my driver.
There's one club in the bag that needs to be better, and that's the pain point that we're going to address today is how can we drive it better. And so I think what we're looking at, more than likely, when you have a negative strokes gain round, it's about control. It's not about hitting it shorter. It's about outliers. It's balls that are out of play.
Gotcha.
And so we can what's called trim the fat on the dispersion, like narrow your...
misses, right?
Yeah, your misses. So less to the right, a little less to the left, bring your dispersion in, then your strokes gain driving is positive every round. So what we need to do is we need to let the data inform us, let us establish a course of action, and that course of action today is improving the driving control.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Let's go right towards the middle of the bay door that's open out there.
Okay.
Nice strike. It's a massive difference in divot from day one, isn't it?
So and so what is this? Is that, because I remember seeing you pictures about it and being like, should I worry about...
Do you remember how we kept talking about why there was no divot or why the divot was very, very thin?
Because I was
scraping. Only a small portion of the club was touching the ground. It was just the toe portion.
Okay.
What this tells is a story of more of the club touching the ground, but yet the toe coming into contact with the ground first. Yeah. So the toe comes into contact with the ground first. I think I can slip some Jack Black lip balm right under. So the heel is above, but the toe is in the ground. So the toe is in the ground. The club continues to go down. Now the heel gets into the ground. And now the entire club is in the ground, but yet the toe is deeper into the ground than the heel is. That's the shaft angle. So the shaft is standing up, it's very, very steep in delivery. So you're a toe down player, which is actually offsetting any potential for hook or overdraw. But at the same time, why is that happening? It's not because you're starting with the handle too high, it's because you're returning it too high. Why do you return it too high?
Not enough forward tilt.
Not enough forward tilt, not enough handle low. The objective today is to unpack how can we improve our driving control.
Distance, yeah.
No,
not driving distance. Driving distance is fine. Driving control.
Yeah, we don't want more horsepower. We want to stay in the lane.
Wow. Oh, stinger.
The last 2 swings, what could you tell me about your balance at the end of the shot?
Terrible.
Terrible, isn't it?
Really bad balance.
Do you think that's indicative of a chance that the contact might be shitty as well?
Yeah. I think I really haven't caught one well. That looks good.
Oh, Posh is great.
That looks good.
Posh is fantastic. All right, take a look here. Wind up into the backswing, what do we lose? Look at your tail. It's shifting forward off the wall that it starts on.
That's not good.
Well, that's the first loss of dynamic posture.
Okay.
Right? Because you've got this mass, the mass of your body moving out towards the ball target line. Okay, so if we're wanting our club to come back and accurately land right where that blue dot is, in fact, I'll change the color of it to red so it's more visible.
Okay.
We want our club to come back and land precisely. If our body's moving in this direction, out towards the ball target line, there's a good chance the bottom of the swing is moving out with it. And that would create heel contact. We're seeing some heel contact. Now watch what happens to the posture dynamically in transition here. Are you ready? Uh-oh.
No.
Spine extension, hip extension, leg extension. You got some triple extension going on. You should be moving back into increased flexion, and you can see where the center of your club's landing right there.
That's terrible.
It's way out beyond the ball. That's the third shot you hit, the one that you almost missed, right?
Okay.
So we're going to improve our driver control, principally based on 1.5 things. The first thing is better body control, dynamic posture, and the half is, because of that, it's much easier for us to land the club precisely, therefore center contact. So we're back on this equation of, can I improve center contact, and then from there understand whether I need to adjust path, face, or alignment to cause the ball to behave.
We got to get this fixed before we can even go on.
We're still there. And the problem increases. You're doing a pretty good job, short irons. The problem increases as you create more speed. As you create more speed, your body goes into even more extension. Okay. What I'm looking for is your tail stays on the blue wall behind you. Butt back more. And then in transition, we're moving back towards forward flexion. So what I mean by that is the chest is coming forward, the tail is going back, and your right knee stays flexed with your foot grounded. Now that's a lot, right? It's a lot to kind of describe.
Straight. My right
no, your right knee increases in its flex and your right foot stays in the ground. Your right glute right here. I want you to come to the top of your swing and stop. You gotta push back against me. Just top of the swing and stop. Watch out, Derek, he almost hit you. There, you feel that pressure? Yeah. Good. That's what you need to feel. Now from here.
Dang! I've never felt that in my swing before.
The right hip, right knee, right heel stays on the ground. Slowly unwind, you're back in flexion. Got it? And now from this point, we can move on through. Real slow. Pause at the top, touch the virtual wall, swing your arms past your body.
That?
Yep. Go to strike it this time, really slow. Strike it. Hit the ball. Beautiful.
Gotta get those gluteus workings.
Okay, now make a backswing. This is just a trial version. Make a backswing. Okay, if your right heel comes off the ground, your right knee comes forward and you'll start to hit that stick, won't you?
Correct.
Your objective is to swing down without touching that stick. Your knee moves inward across towards your left and stands up. So this is setting up the virtual barrier, the virtual wall. That wall is from front of knee, maybe 2 inches in front of the knee, all the way down to the ground. This space out here, this is North Korea space. You can't use it.
Do not go.
Do not go there.
No fly zone.
No fly zone.
Okay.
You've got to stay on this side of the wall, and that's what this guy's asking of you.
Okay.
So don't touch him. Ready? Great job. Oh, that was smoked. Oh, that was absolutely lit up. Yep. Amazing. Take a close-up shot of that contact location, my friend.
Hi. But right in the middle.
That's pure. Right
We'll take it. Let's go.
Pure. We're going to play a game now.
Okay.
We're incorporating the sensation of the movement. That's improving the form. Why? So we can improve the contact location and therefore ball control. Okay. But yet we have to hold ourselves to a standard of ball control that then's predictive of really good strokes gained. Okay. Okay. So what we'll say is any ball that stays inside the bunkers at your distance is a half stroke gained. Any ball that's between, do you see the first blue flag about 10 yards to the right of the bunker? Yep. Any ball that's less right than that, but still missing the fairway, we'll call that 0 strokes gained. Okay. It's not going to get you in trouble because you can still play to the green. Okay. All right, it's not a re-tee, it's not out of play. Any ball that equivalently, see the next blue flag to the left of that bunker? Yeah. Good. That's also, inside of that is 0 strokes gained.
So we're saying we're basically in the rough.
Yep, you're just in the rough. Okay. As long as you don't hit it further right or further left than those 2 flags,
you're fine.
We're at 0 strokes gained. Okay. Any ball further to the right than, or further to the left than either of those 2 flags, we'll call it a half stroke lost. Okay. Okay? Okay. We're going to hit 14 drives.
All right, see what I can do.
Hold. Hold. Ah! Hold. Not a good start, ladies and gentlemen. That's half stroke lost right there. Was it lost on contact? Slightly towed. That's actually an okay
Slightly towed.
Yeah. Just we don't want to live out of the low heel.
Face is probably just way open,
just a touch open, and when you strike off the toe, that has a tendency to open the face.
Open the face more.
Yeah.
So this is something that you guys can all do at home too. Have your practice be a little bit more fun than grueling.
Don't isolate just the form. Combine form with the skill. It's a skill-based game. That's how you shoot lower scores.
Open face!
I'm not so sure about that.
No?
Take a look.
Dang, that was actually the best one of contact.
Dead center. Let's stand a little bit closer. Inside the rehearsal, now have a better sense for club face squaring up at the bottom.
Okay.
Heel hit. Yeah! I love struggle.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, minus 1.5.
There we go.
All right.
Fairway.
All right.
Positive half stroke. Love it.
It has it right down the middle.
Love it.
Back to minus 0.5.
Oh, stay. Stay.
No, missed
Out.
it.
Only just on the draw
Couple
side.
yards.
That was nice though.
That contact though is
location
so
so
much better. No! Club almost fell out of my hand.
Heel hit. Take a look at it.
Yeah,
Why? Up, thrust.
I did feel this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Back to minus 1.5.
That was nice. A little low.
Hang on! No blood.
No blood.
Minus 1.5, a little low.
Yep.
Dang, that's that one, huh? It's kind of a really weird thing. This is definitely a drill that you gotta do this. You gotta spray the club face, because if I'm on the range and I hit that shot, in my head I'm thinking, dang, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. When in fact, this drill is all about right now contact, right? I am at minus 2 now.
Hold. No blood. 4 balls remaining. Got to get back to even.
Gotta get back to even.
Got to get every one of them in the fairway. If any ball comes down on that center flag, dead center of the fairway, and is struck out of the center, I'll give you a full stroke game.
Full stroke.
The last 4 shots.
Come on!
Oh, you just need an incentive, didn't you? Maybe 10 feet right of the center line.
Yeah.
Very
That's
nice job.
Back to minus 1.5?
Yep.
Come on.
There we go. Hello.
Ah!
Contact seemed good. Face open.
Yeah.
That's out.
Yeah.
It's out. Minus 1.
A little heely, too.
No, minus 1.5.
Yeah. Dang! All right. Not positive on the first, but this is a drill that I need to now incorporate into what I'm doing. And I saw some really good outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the contact is still, that's the last 2 shots right there, guys. Heel still. So this is the part of the game right now that's killing me.
Try it at home. Challenge your friends.
Yep.
Improve your driving.
All right, guys, we're actually doing a Frisbee giveaway right now. I've already signed it. We're gonna get Cameron to sign it as well. Make sure you go and follow Altus Performance. We're gonna pick one of their followers to give one out. And if they hit 10,000 followers, I might do another Frisbee giveaway for you guys as well. The link will be in the description down below, so make sure you go check that out. I'm gonna do a little live Instagram action.
I've never filmed,
You never filmed the signature? All right, here we go. The Frisbee giveaway, guys, is still going on. We've got the legend himself signing it as well. If you want to go,
Hashtag
try,
seal code.
yeah, if you want to try to win that, Altus Performance, follow them right now. That's going to end it for this lesson, guys. Learned a lot. Hope you learned a lot too. Make sure you go follow Altus Performance for your chance to win this Frisbee. And do you have anything else? I got plenty to work on.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think that's it. Until the next one, guys. We'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.